Before continuing with part 3 of the Mother's Day trail ride, JJ decided to take a drink. Hay is wrapped in that plastic. About 40 of those come from the farm. The hay is used to feed cows that give milk. It is used to feed 100 cows of a local dairy farmer. This is the Delaware Water Gap view. From horseback, you could actually see it pretty good. It's up there, if you can see it, the gap. And my equipment supplements the cow farmers. My equipment goes back to the early 1900s. A rake, a tether here on the left. This is a very important rock, Ebenezer Rock. And this is the view from the farm. So part of the trail ride is walking along the stone wall over the acreage, and certain stone walls, there's a trail within the tree line which provides a canopy in snow and rain and extraordinary sunshine of protection. I think you can hear the wind. Mother's Day this year, 2020. Now, if you look carefully in the distance, you could see the horse arena that we originally started this trail ride from. It's down there, straight ahead from where I'm videoing. Some of you watching this came here in 1974. That was the bicentennial of these silos, which you will see here on the left, that I purchased in 1970. Those silos and the house date back to, well, the silos were built more recently. The house dated back to the Moravians, which was a religious group that settled here in the 1600s. In 1774, the farmhouse was built on Ebenezer Road. So those of you who were here in 1974, which would include my niece, who in 1974 maybe was 1 year old. We did a hay wagon for all those people who are the age I am right now, the 70-year-olds. And with my tractor, I pulled the 70-year-olds sitting on bales of hay around the very trail we are now doing this tour with. I'm going to now continue the trail ride in this part 3 in the same manner, and the horse is very familiar with this, in the same manner that we would end the trail ride. So the ride will end taking my second most favorite trail, actually my third most favorite. We didn't see my second most favorite. And here it is. It's a beautifully dog-wooded trail that goes right up to where the horse has his water and receives his food twice a day, 12 hours apart. He receives his food at 11 a.m. and 10 p.m. And that is thanks to two incredibly kind people, Tom and Marcia, who for more than 10 years have never missed a feeding, morning or night. That's some love. And JJ understands it. And RV understood it. Did you hear that thug? I forgot to bounce down, so I bounced into the tree. The horse is taking me up this hill. I guess you understand. I'm on the horse's back now. But those of you who love horses understand it's rather important when you return a horse to his home to walk, not to gallop, not to trot, because then every time thereafter he will just gallop and try to get you back home as fast as possible. But if you permit the horse to be what's called at the buckle, you can see that there's no human being holding his mouth. He's completely in control. The horse then can walk at his pace up this hill. If he wants to gallop up the hill or trot up the hill, he'll do it, but he does that for his muscles, not for rushing home. Also, it works out brilliantly that he's not fed till 10, because when I then ride him at sunset, he's not rushing back for the 6 o'clock supper time. He knows supper time will be a couple hours later when he cools off. Well, I hope you enjoyed part 1. I hope you enjoyed part 2. And now we're back to the water trough. And this is the end of part 3. 2020 Mother's Day.